we go. Hi, guys. Welcome back. Hello, gorgeous. Good to
Hi,
have you.
hi.
So, people who have tuned in for the first time, then this is a business coach Richa Chandra with me. My name is Kriti, and we are talking about the 7 laws of branding and packaging. It's based on my curiosity and Richa's article in a blog called Expert Hub, where she mentioned these 7 laws. And it's perfectly timed because she has amazing webinars and she has this branding and packaging workshop that's coming up. So, and if you want, you can go back and watch the previous episodes. And today's episode is based on this law of advertising.
Yes, interesting
And
one.
it is interesting, Richa, because yesterday we were talking about publicity, and you mentioned that there's a difference between publicity and advertising. And I was like, yeah, yes, maybe. Aha, there is a difference between.
Yeah, because a lot of people can't see the difference between publishing. See, publishing, what you do with publishing is mostly you write articles about it. You can have interviews about it. You can talk about it in a different way, right? You can tell people mostly about what the product is about. But also in the process of publishing, you have where the product and the brand is born. It's very new, and you can tweak and you can change a little bit, but if you've done your work from before, it will meet a demand and people will know right away what it stands for, right?
Mhm. So, like when you say advertising, that means it's registering with people. So people know what it stands for, and that's how they associate with it. Like I learned in
Yes,
your
yes.
workshop.
So advertising becomes like placing an ad,
Okay.
marketing it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So there is a difference between publishing and actually marketing your products. So
Mhm.
marketing becomes more like into where you have the focus of selling it something. Even if you have a brand and you're selling a service and your product, you do a lot of advertisement to so that people know that the product or service is out there
Mhm.
and what company is behind the product, right? You make sure that it is known who has created the product or who's fronting it, right?
Mhm.
So it's a good thing for your brand to keep on advertising so people can see a lot of get a lot of um, points, like touching points. They can see it in the Facebook, Instagram, social media, everywhere. Even if you're able to do it billboards, you do big boards and posters and so on. So that's marketing about it,
Mhm. Mhm.
and advertising. And it's a way to keep your brand healthy and ongoing and fresh. You know,
Mhm.
brand is a kind of a fresh product. If you don't advertise it, it will die off.
Mhm.
It
Any
will be gone. People will forget it until you become so big that people will just know. But it takes time. As I said in the previous, it's kind of a baby. It's kind of a person.
Mhm.
If we compare them together, you think, okay, when it's published, it's just born. But advertising make it bigger, and it goes through youth, and it goes to adults, and then it goes to aging. Then when it's given it many years, then it sits with people. The important thing with a brand is through advertising, you have to focus on how to create an anchor, emotional anchor to your brand. They need to feel something. Your brand is what your customer should think and hear and see and imagine and watch, and just hope for it, that this brand can make everything better. They'll just have emotional connection to your brand, then it is a success. For
Wow.
example, Coca-Cola.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know that they will start probably running it from December, the ad where they have this Christmas ad,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
right? So that's an ad. And everybody just love that, the jingle of it, the Christmas lights, the mood that they set for Christmas in that ad. Everybody knows Coca-Cola because you see it in the truck, but they are not pushing the product in your face. What are they doing? They want you to connect with their brand, because not everybody drink Coca-Cola, but they do have other beverages as well. So they want you to connect with their brand. So it doesn't matter which product you buy, you will still think of Coca-Cola if you go for it, because they now stand for quality, and they've been around for so long. They're not going anywhere. So what are they giving you? They're giving you the sense of security that Coca-Cola is going to be there, and they're going to set the mood for Christmas. Right? So just imagine all of those emotion connected to one brand that have built over years, 30, 40, 50, 60 years. So it didn't happen overnight.
No, it was consistent, like we talked about. And
Yes.
but one tip that someone should avoid while advertising their product, something that should be avoided.
In all countries, there are different kind of laws of how to advertise and how to market. In Norway, it's very strict about you cannot bring in some other company to compare your goods and brand. You can't say I'm better than them. You can't name anybody. And so I think if you have a tendency to compare yourself, put yourself better than the competitors, you should try to avoid that in every way, and be more specific when you use words like not number one coach in the world. Who says you're the number one? The greatest, the best. There's no measurement, right? Who says it's the best?
Yeah.
If you are claiming you're the best, then what parameters are you using? So if you're new, you should avoid words like that and claims like that.
So listeners, take note, avoid any sort of claims, right? And this comes from the best. Sorry, I'm not using any superlatives here.
I mean, you can think it in your mind. I'm the number one. I'm the best coach. I'm the best provider of this. You can think it in your mind. But the moment you put it out there, the audience will say, who says you're the number best? I don't believe so. And you then anchor a suspicion instead of a good emotion to it, so yeah, that is why I'm saying. So in my head, I can still go, yes, I'm the best. You should believe you're the best, but be careful when you put it out there. That's what I'm saying.
Be careful with the words and stay tuned. Thank you so much for explaining this law of advertising so beautifully, Richa. And once again, this was business coach Richa Chandra. This is me, Kriti, and we are in a dialogue about 7 laws of branding and packaging. Stay tuned for more. Thank you for today.